Boom. Hey! Tina G, Susie Brizuela, Synth Fan, Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio, there she is, Debbie Neiman, Tracy M, Winnie BG, Kathleen Cross, Chrissy M, Bernadette, Ms. Nick, Sandra, Julianne Boutier, Wilbur McCarthy, Cecile Kazemi, Stella Baxter, Misha Oliver, Kathy Murphy, and me, BDD in the Heezy, Stephanie L. from Florida, Lucy L., Amanda Crawford, hey, there's Matt from Albuquerque, the Trump Reaper, Chrissy M., Watcher Sokol, Ness from Connecticut, Cindy C, Hetty Deb, Lee Saunders, Jen Murphy, Anissa, she is listening but working, Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad, and this is Storytime. Cling, cling! Happy Wednesday, aka Happy Hump Day, guys. And what a hump today was. A lot of shit to get over. Big news day, but, and let's touch on that in our stories of the day. Stories of the day. Convicted rapist Bill Cosby has been released from prison. Disgraceful. Donald Rumsfeld is dead at 88, so hey, it's not all bad news. Even more good news as the Trump organization is facing some indictments tomorrow. Another entry in our guessing game pantheon. This one is called Name That 90s Tune. And last but not least, Tom Cotton. Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton is today's You Raggedy Bish. Bish. I see we got some more people up in the house right now. Let's see. We got Meva Ward is here, liking the red shirt. Paula Freitas, Marie from New Jersey is here. Punxsutawney Mo popped in. Cha-Cha says, what happened? You're going to find out what happened. RJ is here. Let's see. And Lisa Hathaway has also joined us since the end of our beginning of the show roll call. Amanda Crawford from Arkansas says she does not claim the butt wipe, and I believe her. Hey, and there's Gavin Rutherford has joined the chat. Welcome. And Alaska Sydney says, hey-ya! All right. So let's go ahead and get this game started with the randomness, with that totally chill random beat. So I don't know if you guys are like me and you like to tune in to Joy Reid, excuse me, nightly on her show, The Readout. I love her show. Um, the question I have is, does Joy Reid like my show? Why do you ask, BDD? Why would you ask such a silly question? She's too busy doing big people stuff to watch your tiny little show on YouTube. Perhaps that might be the case. However, I have noticed, not just recently, but for a long time, ever since I've started doing You Raggedy Bish. There's Cha-Cha saying she copied you. It's possible, I mean, just because I don't have a syndicated network TV show doesn't mean that my ideas ain't good. Point in fact, wifey and I have noticed ever since I've been doing You Raggedy Bish, we have noticed that often the people that she features on The Absolute Worst also tend to sync up with the people I feature on You Raggedy Bish. Now, god damn it, I don't need a phone call right now. Can I just turn this off? There we go. Excuse me. So, point in fact, this past Monday, I did a segment on, You Raggedy Bish, and for the very first time in the You Raggedy Bish, I had not a person, but a corporation. And as we know, corporations are not people. And I featured Toyota in You Raggedy Bish. Lo and behold, mere minutes after I ended this show, The Readout featured Toyota in their The Ultimate Worst segment. Now, I don't begrudge her for that because really, there's a finite number of Raggedy Bishes in the news cycle. It just is. So it's possible that there is some overlap. But, to see it happen with regularity, it makes me think maybe she's got a producer watching my show because they're like, hey, you know what? Brooklyn Dad, his audience is not so big, but he's got some good ideas. Joy, come on. I don't know. Yeah, you know. So I'd be happy to join Joy for an episode of The Readout if she would be kind enough to invite me. Right, producers? Right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Yes, she does follow me. Who was asking that? Watcher Soko. Yes, Joy Reid does follow Brooklyn Dad, as does Nicole Wallace. See, I watch Nicole Wallace too, but she doesn't, she doesn't snipe my stuff. Okay, so next up, this Friday. Well, first, let me just show you. This is a picture of yours truly when my beard was just a baby, my dad, Scribble My Dibbles, and our other not so well-known sis, Ariel, right? This is us in the past, I'd say 10 years. I think I have seen my dad 2 or 3 times, and all 2 or 3 times, it's always been preceded with a phone call. Majid, what's up? Dad is in the hospital. We need to get down to see him. I'm like, oh shit. And it's been that way just about every single time. And here's another pic, that sign says, remember, as far as everyone knows, we are a nice, normal family. Couldn't be further from the truth. Yeah, but every single time we go to see him, it's a hospital visit. So Scribble My Dibbles called me a little while ago, about a month ago, and said, hey, you know what? It'd be nice if we get down to see Dad, before it's, an emergency, and my dad's not in the best of health, he's noticeably slowed down a bit, and you can see he's rather gaunt looking there. So, we'd love to see him while, he still knows that we're visiting him, kind of thing. So, this Friday, there will not be Storytime with BDD will not be streamed because I am prepping to go and visit my dad with Scribble My Dibbles. And it's still a little bit up in the air. We're going to see how she feels. But if all goes well, next Wednesday, I will be doing a show with Scribble My Dibbles. so be sure to tune in for that episode. Don't miss it. It will be the first official time I'm ever having anybody on. Actually, no, I guess maybe the second time, because Malik was on the show with me too. Hey, wait a minute. Come to think, if it was Majid on the show with me, I don't remember. But yeah, that'll be next Wednesday. So no show this Friday. Taking care of my business. Okay, so that's it for our random stuff. I love this tune. Really, I totally forget what the name of this thing is. I'll find out. Scribble My Dibble says, I'll do it. That's great news. Thank you, Scribble. All right, so let's go ahead and move along with the show with our quick hits. Yeah. Some of my B. That Some of my B is down in Texas today with Greg Abbott. And I'm not covering him on quick hits because, well, at least not that, because who gives a damn about that shit? Anyway, quick hits. Where's my quick hits tune? Do you guys hear the quick hits? Because I am not hearing it. What is happening here? Can you guys hear? Oh, I turned it down. All right, whatever. Anyway, at the top of the hour, today let's see, maybe I'll just put on this chill music here. Yeah, there we go. At the top of the hour, the House today voted to approve the formation of a January 6th committee to investigate the attack on the U.S. Capitol building. And as you may or may not know, Speaker Nancy Pelosi is in charge of the proceedings. Make no mistakes, she is not one to be messed with. She wields that mallet, that little hammer. What do you call that? The gavel. She wields it, and she knows exactly what she's doing. So while Kevin McCarthy is going to have some input into who sits on this committee, Speaker Pelosi has the final say. And some people are saying that she is thinking about appointing a Republican. The Republican would most likely be either Adam Kinzinger or Liz Cheney, two Republicans who have been in favor of investigating what happened on January 6th, and they seem more than likely to be bipartisan on this. So we look forward to seeing what they're able to shake out. Now, this committee is going to have massive subpoena powers. They can do everything and more that the Benghazi committees did. And you guys know what kind of shit went down with those Benghazi committees. So I'm looking forward to this. Next up, the New York City mayoral race has been thrown into some turmoil faster than a pizza rat can snatch a slice and slide down the steps to the subway. As you know, the election was over a little while ago, and this was an RCV. What is the RCV? Random choice voting election where you got to pick a first, second, third, fourth, and fifth choice. So overall, the feedback has been positive on random choice voting, and it has left Eric Adams, not my favorite, not even my third or fourth favorite at all, but whatever, he's got a significant lead. Thank you. It's ranked choice voting. Thank you, Stacey Mendenhall, for that, and Deborah Baldini. He's got a significant lead. As of today, he was leading by 51.4%. 51.1, excuse me, percent. And Catherine Garcia, is behind by just a teensy bit, 48.9%. But here's the turmoil. The turmoil that has arisen is that 130 test votes were included with the overall tabulation. Now, while the experts that are monitoring this say they don't expect it to affect the outcome that much, it's still, in an age where election results are being looked at with serious scrutiny, it's not a good time for this kind of bullshit to happen in New York City, of all places. But some people are saying that even before this election, 130,000 vote election snafu popped up, they were saying that Catherine Garcia has enough momentum to possibly steal this election. Did I say steal? You know what I mean. She's got enough momentum to come from behind, possibly becoming New York City's first woman mayor. And that would be very big. Speaking of big, Donald Rumsfeld is dead. Dead at the age of 88, and good freaking riddance. He is one of the architects of one of the deadliest wars we have waged on another nation under false pretenses. And he, at one point he had launched into this thing about the known knowns, and there are known knowns, and there are known unknowns, and there are unknown unknowns. This bullshit, he was trying to sell us a bill of goods that was false. And, he should not be forgiven. I kind of imagine him sitting in a wooden boat with a hole in it, with, what's that guy's name? With Rush Limbaugh. And they're sitting in a lake full of lava with the hole in the boat. That's what I picture. Because, goddamn, there are shitty people and there are Donald Rumsfeld shitty people. Good riddance. Next up, the Trump Organization. It is said that they are facing indictments as soon as tomorrow. So it's confirmed, and this has come also from Trump's lawyer as well. The Trump Organization, or individuals within the Trump Organization, are going to be indicted. Most people are expecting that Alan Weisselberg is going to be indicted. The question is, how severe is the indictment going to be? Is he going to face serious charges, or is it just going to be some minor tax penalties that he can get off with a $100,000 fine? And the fact remains, even though this is a small piece of the overall legal puzzle in taking down Trump, it is no less still very important, because it does indicate that if he's found guilty, that's just another log to throw on the fire. So all of these things, you've heard of death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah, every little cut counts. So little cut, big cut, take him down. Take him all the way down. Oh, and now the quick hits tune comes on. When I don't need you. All right, that's it for our quick hits. Lee Saunders says, is that why he's at the border about to slip over and run for it? That's Lee Saunders. Uh, Wilbur McCarthy says, Dick Cheney had the attitude that it was our oil under their sand. Excellent comment, Wilbur McCarthy. Thank you very much. And Marie from New Jersey says they're working their way up. Be patient. You know what? That is an excellent comment because it is very difficult for me to be patient, especially since we have been watching this shit show for years. And every time it looks like they've got him, he slips away. He's the Teflon Don. But I don't think he's slipping away now. Anissa says she likes the smooth jazz, LOL. I kind of do too. I kind of do. Maybe I'm going to make a switch. Lucielle likes it too. Thank you for that feedback, guys. And one last comment from Marie. She says there are thousands of documents. Indeed, thousands. All right, it is now time, ladies and gentlemen, for our quick hits. Where is it? Timeline cleanse. Yeah. Do you like this voice? All right, all right. The theme for today's quick timeline cleanse, I was originally going to go with the animal theme because I saw some very interesting and funny videos yesterday over the past couple of days. But this first one, this is when you take somebody from Brooklyn and then you introduce them to some wildlife.
Holy fucking shit! Ma! Ma, come outside! There's a fucking moose! Or a buffalo or some shit they're fighting! Where the fuck are you going? Ma!
There's so much to unpack.
Holy shit! This is some fucking National Geographic shit! Ma, call the fucking cops or the ASPCA!
Call the cops or
There's
the
animals
ASPCA.
fighting in the front lawn!
Those are two very different things.
Oh shit! Holy fucking shit! Ma!
The voice.
Ma, come outside! There's a fucking moose! Or a buffalo or some shit they're fighting!
A moose or
Where
a
the fuck
buffalo?
are you going?
Dude, come on.
Ma!
Man. Come on, how do you not know the
Holy
difference
shit.
between a moose and a buffalo?
This is some fucking
They're very
National
different
Geographic shit! Ma, call the fucking cops or the ASPCA! There's animals fighting in the front lawn!
And he's...
Oh shit! Holy fucking shit! Ma!
Ma! Call the cops or the ASPCA! That is great. All right, so that one at least was happening outside because that's where wildlife belongs, on the outside. On the outside. You know, if it's on your driveway, yeah, so be it, but it's not in your living room, right? Because wildlife does not belong in the living room. Let me explain to you what you're seeing right now. That is a fully grown lioness, we should say, who looks like she's playfully wrestling with this woman's husband. And, you know, once they secure him with his, let me see, hold on a second. Let me get this, slide this over here so you can see his mangled shirt. I'm surprised there was not more damage to this dude. There's no blood. It's just his shirt is open. Deborah Baldini says it looks like a puma. And Marie correctly says she is playing. Yeah. She's like, waiter, I specifically asked for this meat to not be wearing any clothes. Never mind. I'll just do it myself. You know. Yeah, because if she wasn't playing, that dude would be dead. These are problems that regular people like you and I do not have. We don't have lions and lionesses in our living rooms. They don't belong there. This is stupid. I hate to say this, but, you know, really, that lioness really should have drawn some blood. Seriously, come on. This is the stupidest thing. How are they even feeding that animal? How do you feed an animal like that? They need, like, at least 100 pounds of meat a day. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So it's kind of funny, but it's not funny. Guys, let the wildlife live in the wild. If you want to act out some weird fantasy, just visit the zoo, for crying out loud. And even the zoo, they say the zoo is cruel too, because these are animals kept in captivity for our entertainment. All right, next up, I have shared a video with you guys of the person who's done this. And the last time you saw him, he was cleaning the house on rollerblades. But this one, he's got his friends with him because mom's coming. These guys, it's speed cleaning. Yo, mom's coming. Yeah, get rid of all the red booze cups. That's right. Go. Okay, out the window. Okay, speed laundry. I'm sorry, but there's no washing machine that works that fast. So this floor really didn't need any vacuuming. And why do you have 3 vacuum cleaners? Explain that to me. Pillows, important. And they just rest there like, hey mom, we were just sitting here chilling on our phones. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for the timeline cleanse. And now I'm about to launch into what was really the worst news. This was the worst news of the day, I think. The worst news I'd heard in a long time. Bill Cosby used to be one of my favorite comedians. When I was a kid growing up, I had an album that I listened to so many times. It was warped. It had scratches all over it. I don't know how I didn't drive my mom and my sister crazy playing that thing over and over and over again. But I loved it, And then millions of people here in America and around the world grew up with, Dr. Huxtable in their living room every night, every week, and as on the Cosby Show. And then we all found out that he was dirty. That he not only was he dirty, he was a dirty rapist. A dirty rapist who drugged his victims and then sexually assaulted them when they could not defend themselves. And this was heinous. And it was only because of the stand-up routine of like a random comedian, this guy Hannibal, I forget what Hannibal Buress, was doing a stand-up routine in the mid '80s, and this brought the issue to life, and people started talking about it. And before you know it, soon after that, the Me Too movement began, and the problem with many of the cases were that there was a statute of limitations, yeah, but there was one case where there was no statute of limitations. And mind you, as these things are coming up, they were. Let me just open up this thing here. So as these are coming up, we learned that there were at least 58 different accusers who had gone through the same thing with Bill Cosby. They trusted him, they looked up to him, they revered him. He offered them a drink. Next thing they know, they wake up, their pants are unbuttoned, they feel groggy, and they know that they have been assaulted. And today we learned that the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court has overturned his conviction. Bill Cosby was convicted back in 2018 three counts of aggravated indecent assault for drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand. And she was a former Temple University employee, and she was at his home in a Philadelphia suburb in 2004. And as is the case with a lot of victims of sexual assault and sexual abuse, she didn't come forward right away because this was Bill Cosby. This was a guy who was powerful, rich, and powerful. And the rich and powerful, they have all the cheat codes. They have all the loopholes they need to avoid legal consequences. And it took 58 people stepping forward on his ass, for people to take it seriously. Because, he had spent years building up this image of himself as this, this family good guy. He was anything but. So he was sentenced to 3 to 10 years, plus a $25,000 fine and legal fees that had to be paid to the prosecution. In addition to this, he was also supposed to be classified as a sexually violent predator for the rest of his miserable life. Instead, as we learned today, his victims are now reliving, the horror that they relived years ago when they stepped forward and people didn't believe them. He was even denied parole as recently as a month ago, in May, because he had a failure to develop a parole release plan, and there was a negative recommendation by the Department of Corrections. So the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his conviction because apparently he had struck a deal with prosecutors that in which he would waive his Fifth Amendment rights, right? Everybody has the Fifth Amendment right not to say anything that will incriminate themselves, even disgusting rapists, right? So he testified in exchange for he testified in a civil suit in exchange for him not being prosecuted criminally. And then the prosecutor in the criminal case turned around and used his testimony that was supposed to be not touched, used that to prosecute him. And so apparently they said that case was never supposed to have been brought in the first place, which is just absolutely ridiculous. They have to change the laws. They absolutely must change the laws because, as Susie Brizuela is saying here, women never get justice. And it's sad. It's sad. I mean, this guy was guilty. He admitted. Dude, guys, if I was accused of something that I was not guilty of, would never admit it. Never. Not in exchange for leniency. No, bullshit. Bullshit. You don't admit something that you're not guilty of. And he admitted it. So here we are in the aftermath of his having been released. There's the car there, and a lot of people were watching his car driving down the highway, and it reminded way too many people of another case that in which justice was not served. It was O.J. Simpson, and the infamous white Bronco. This is a picture on the screen here of some of the 58 victims. Yeah, the 58 victims of Bill Cosby's rapist behavior. Here's another image. I think this was from the New Yorker or for the New York Times. And there's a picture of the woman, Andrea Constand. She was the one who got him convicted, with her testimony. And she had a harrowing ordeal, She remembers not being able to move. After he had drugged her, she said, she was like paralyzed. And next thing she knew, she was unconscious, you know. And since then, she hasn't had a life. She has no partner. She never married. She has dogs, and that's it. The kind of the damage that sexual assault does to people. It's not just physical. It's the wounds that take forever to heal. It's those emotional and psychological wounds. And he's free. And to make matters worse, Felicia Rashad, good Lord, man. Mrs. Huxtable says, finally, a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected. I didn't even know what to say. I used to love Felicia Rashad. Everybody did. God damn it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So I don't know what's going to happen. Apparently, they were saying that there are other states in which he can be prosecuted, but I don't know what the deal is. Does he have to leave the state of Pennsylvania and go to another state in order to be, arrested? And then somebody's got to be ready to do that, So yeah, that's it. It is a very sad and tragic story. This was a guy that a lot of us, looked up to and trusted. And there's no winners. There's all losers in this story here. Everybody loses. How do you defend it? Karen Purdy asks. You can't defend this at all. It's disgusting. So, I'm not leaving you guys with that nasty taste in your mouth. I did have to cover it, however, because this is a very, very big story. I remember, when we found out that he was convicted, a lot of us were like, yes, justice finally. And this shouldn't stop. This shouldn't stop the pursuit of justice. Unfortunately, it is these decisions like this are going to make it more difficult for other people to step forward and speak their truth. Because this outcome is what a lot of people are concerned about. That, the rich and powerful, they just get away with shit. Anyway, I'm not leaving this taste in your mouth, guys. I'm going to move right along to, hey, name that 90s song. So, fun fact, or maybe not a fun fact, but the 90s are kind of a blur to me. The 90s was the heart of my drug addiction. Guys, I was in and out of rehab. I was out on the streets. My choices left my life, destroyed, right? So as a result, I did manage to miss a lot of the popular TV shows and music that arose during that era, the 90s. Now, that doesn't mean that I didn't hear any of it. I did hear enough, So, we're going to guess that 90s song. What I'm going to do? Julian Gauthier is in the car. Welcome, Julian Gauthier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sing to the best of my ability, sing or hum the music to these songs, and you're going to guess what song I'm singing. You give me the name of the song and the artist. Okay? Are you ready? Oh, and when you hear it and you know what it is, just type it in and hit send. Zoom, and I'm going to read off the first 5 or 10 names. Are you ready? Here we go. Here's the first one. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us. a mulatto, an albino, a mosquito, my libido. Hey. Yes, we were looking for Nirvana. Smells like Teen Spirit. What does Teen Spirit smell like? I imagine a nasty, funky T-shirt with the pits all, all on fire. All right. At the top here, we have Chrissy M, Synth Fan, Lee Saunders, Cha Cha, Michelle Bookout, Scribble My Dibbles, Amanda Crawford, Susie Brizuela, Peter Isabar, Stella Baxter, Tracy M, Sylvia Correa, Gavin Rutherford, Lucille, Ness from Connecticut, Debbie, Monique Lee. Okay, everybody knows this song. All right. I'm going to move right along onto the second one. That one was an easy one. I like to start off easy and increase the difficulty as we go along. Here's the next one. Pay attention. Here we go. An old man turned 98. He won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride. All right. This is correct for those of you who guessed Alanis Morissette. Ironic. And at the top here, we got Tracy M, Gavin Rutherford, Jamie from Wisconsin, the Trump Reaper, Samantha Hawkins, Asmila J, Lee Saunders, Misha Oliver, Stacy Mendenhall, Susie Brizuela, Amanda Crawford, Chrissy M, Michelle Bookout, Scribble My Dibbles, Sylvia Correa, Lee Saunders, Jen Murphy, Kathy Murphy, Wilbur McCarthy, Michelle Bookout. Very good. Okay. Next one. These are going to get slightly more challenging as we go. And this, I believe, might be challenging. Here we go. Watcher Soko asks, how did you decide to do 90s? I like to switch it up. You know, I did 70s before. I've done 80s a bunch of times. This is one of my favorite decades. Hadn't done the 90s yet. So, all right, here's the next one. Here we go. Hey, you, get off my cloud. You don't know me and you don't know my style. We be getting flam when it come to a jam. Here I am. Patty cake. Hey, the don't eat Skippy, Jif, or Peter Pan. Peanut butter, cause I'm not butter. In fact, I'll snap back like a rubber band. And I'll be Sam I am, and I don't drink green eggs and ham. Let's see. I think I've stumped a bunch of you already. Usually it's exploding with answers. Patty cake. Hey, the Method Man. That's right. This was Method Man from the Wu-Tang Clan's first album, and this was a hit. I didn't even know the name. I heard it. I didn't know the name of the song. All I remembered was I went into the record store. I was like, "Don't eat Skippy, Jif, or Peter Pan." And it's like, "Oh, you want Method Man?" Yeah, that's right. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Chrissy M is at the top, followed by Tracy M, Amanda Crawford, IT Surf, Ness from Connecticut, Susie Brizuela, Peter is a boss, Lucille, Sylvia Correa, Misha Oliver, so close with Justin Bieber. Miss Samantha Hawkins, Monique Lee. Peter is a boss, says Wu Tang baby. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Next up, here's the next one. You ready? Here we go. A lonely mother gazing out of her window, staring at a son that she just can't touch. If at any time he's in a jam, she'll be by his side, but he doesn't realize he hurts her so much. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. All right, this was TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool TLC, T-Boz, Left Eye, and damn it, what's the third one? Cool something? I got nothing. At the top here we got Chrissy M, Anissa. This was Waterfalls. Chrissy M, Amanda Crawford, Ness from Connecticut, Peter is a boss, Jen Murphy, Cha Cha, Sylvia Correa, Scribble My Dibbles, Misha Oliver, Stella Baxter, the Trump Reaper, Samantha Hawkins, IT Surf, Bernadette, Sydney C, Karen Purdy, Monique Lee. Okay, very good, you guys. Chili. Thank you. It was chili. Thank you. I know you guys are always ready with the info. Here's the next one. This is definitely going to be challenging, so don't feel bad if you can't get this one. Sure to get down, good Lord, baby got 'em open all over town. Strictly bitch, you don't play around. Cover much ground's got game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte each and every day. True play away. I can't get her out of my mind. Wow, I think about her girl all the time. I like the way you work it. Debbie said, No diggity, I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. No doubt. All right, let's see. At the top here, we got Anissa Cameron correctly guessing Blackstreet. It was Blackstreet, No Diggity. Followed by Peter is a boss, Amanda Crawford. Sin fan said Metallica. Scribble My Dibbles. Jamie from Wisconsin, Samantha Hawkins, Cha Cha, Sheila Bird, Gavin Rutherford, Tracy M. Scribble said, Bro Diggity. You got that right. Okay, so let me move right along because I still got some more songs to get through. Okay. Shit. Forget the melody to this. Hang on. Oh, okay. All right, I got it. I got it. I got it now. I got it now. You are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say, mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I want it that way. All right, this was one of those songs that I missed. So I followed up Blackstreet with the Backstreet Boys. So forgive me, I'm not good at the Backstreet Boys singing. At the top here, we got Chrissy M, followed by Peter is a Boss, Anissa, Amanda Crawford, Jamie from Wisconsin, Misha Oliver, Corey Lord, Michelle Bookout, Tina G, Jen Murphy, The Trump Reaper, Tracy M, Cindy C, Gavin Rutherford, Susie B, Karen P, Erdy, IT Serve. Okay. Tell me why. By the way, it's funny. I barely know that song, but for the past hour, Tell Me Why has been looping in my head. Tell me why. I don't know. All right. This one, I am fairly sure I'm only going to need to sing a few words to this. So get ready. You all know this song. All of you. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Mm-hmm. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. You are correct, all of you. This is written by Prince. Thank you for that, Jamie. And this is Sinead O'Connor with Nothing Compares. Nothing compares to you. All right, at the top here, we got Peter is a Boss, followed by Chrissy M, Sheila Bird, Michelle Bookout, Jen Murphy, Jamie, Sylvia Correa, Lee Saunders, Tracy M, Misha Oliver, IT Surf, Amanda Crawford, Hilda Baiza, Scribble My Dibbles, Trump Reaper, Cha Cha, Cindy C, Samantha Hawkins. Okay, very good. Next up, let me jump right on in. Okay. I think this might be challenging. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win. Battle me. That's a sin. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. This one was a banger. Even I knew this one. Even I knew this one. Like running, ripping and running in the streets. I knew what the hell what was going on. Yeah. 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 These white boys, they brought the pain. They brought it. They brought it. They did broughten it. This was House of Pain, jump around, jump around, jump up, and jump down. All right, and let's see, who do we have at the top here? Once again, Chrissy M with House of Pain, jump around, followed by Anissa, Synth Fan, Peter is a Boss. Did I get Anissa twice? Anissa, okay. Chrissy M, clever with the icons there, the emojis. Jamie from Wisconsin, Jen Murphy, Tracy M, Gavin Rutherford, Susie Brizuela, Asmila J, Scribble My Doubles, The Trump Reaper, Monique Lee, Amanda Crawford, Sylvia Correa, Samantha Hawkins, Sheila Bird, Herm. Okay, next one. Here we go. Sha la 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 la. Uh-huh. Was down in New Amsterdam. Staring at this yellow-haired girl, Mr. Tries up a conversation with the black-haired flamenco dancer. You know, she dances while his father plays. She's suddenly beautiful. Now we all want something beautiful. Man, I wish I was beautiful. Sha la 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 la. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mr. Jones and me. Okay, so this was Counting Crows, Mr. Jones. And at the top here, we have correctly guessing Amanda Crawford. Deb B saying, wait, what? Jamie from Wisconsin. Peter is a boss. Jen Murphy. Misha Oliver. Susie Braswella. Hilda Baeza. Tracy M. IT Surf. The Trump Reaper. Samantha Hawkins. Wilbur McCarthy. Patricia Haverkamp. Lisa Hathaway. Kevin Rutherford says he's never heard a song like that in my life. Do yourself a favor, Gavin. Go ahead and YouTube that shit. You will enjoy it. It's a good song. All right, so that's that, and I have one more. One more. Here we go. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. 'Cause I'm a... I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Yes, we were looking for Radiohead, and I'm sorry if my rendition of this does not do the actual song justice. That's probably why it took you guys a while to guess. Some people thought it was Oasis, but no. Stacy Mendenhall is right at the top with Creep, and Burr Behernan 303. I'm giving you partial credit. You guessed Weezer, but Weezer did a cover of this song, so he gets partial for that. Good one. Very good. Thank you. Asmila J with Creep. Cindy C, the Trump Reaper, Susie Brizuela, Misha Oliver, Sylvia Correa, Synth Fan, Amanda Crawford, Lee Saunders, you did get it after all. Patricia Haverkamp, Wilbur McCarthy, Hilda Baeza, Peter is a boss, the Trump Reaper. So fucking special. It's a great song. Great song. I wish I could sing it better. Okay, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for our 90s, our Guess That 90s tune. You wrote Oasis before I started singing. Okay, good. All right. So, last but not least, we're going to plunge quickly into our Raggedy Bish because it's getting late. Today's You Raggedy Bish, as I mentioned, is a senator from Arkansas. And, you know, he's dealing with the critical, important issues of the day, things that make a difference, things that matter, like health and physical fitness and push-ups against 87-year-old men.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is
10,
sad.
11, 12.
This is so sad.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22.
Why are they applauding? Okay, so first up, Tom Cotton didn't do one. Hey, Melissa McQueen, I'm just seeing you just now. Were you here this whole time? I did not see your guest, not even one time. Tom Cotton didn't even do one correct push-up. None of those were proper. I've showed my sons how to do push-ups. That's not how you do push-ups. He did not go down all the way. No, that is weak. And there's nothing worse than doing an event in which you are competing against a guy who is twice your age. You never come out looking good. He would have done better, really, to get into a fist fight with that was Chuck Grassley. He was pushing up or push-upping against. That was pathetic. But what's even more pathetic is that this Arkansas Senator, Tom Cotton, he is a stolen valor guy. You guys know what stolen valor is? That is when you pretend to have served in the armed forces in some capacity and is not true. You didn't. That's stolen valor. And he is guilty of that. This guy should not be criticizing anybody for anything. But he is busy doing just that. Exactly just that. This Tom Cotton, Mr. Stolen Valor, Mr. the guy who promotes COVID-19 conspiracy theories while we are in the midst of a pandemic. This guy, this sitting U.S. Senator who said that slavery was a necessary evil. He wants this Olympic athlete, Gwen Berry, to be booted from the Olympics because she refused to go along with that. She refused to face the flag during the national anthem. And I don't blame her. Why should she? Oh, because she's representing America. You know what? Just because you're American doesn't mean that you have to like everything that America represents and not criticize it and not use your position, in a widely publicized event to speak out against those things. Now, she didn't do anything vulgar. She merely turned 90 degrees away from the flag. It's that simple. People don't. Yeah, I watch, during the Pledge of Allegiance or the national. Not everybody puts their hand on their heart and does that shit. And guess what? This is not a dictatorship, so you don't have to. Being American doesn't mean that you have to buy into all the freaking patriotic bullshit that they shove down our throats with this flag and this. Half of the people who go around waving these flags are the most un-American people that you can imagine. And so why is he doing all this shit? Why is he saying and doing outrageous things? Well, because Tom Cotton is possibly running for president. And while he hasn't officially declared his candidacy, this is something that candidates often do. They go to Iowa for random events, because for some reason, Iowa is like that first place that politicians have to make a pilgrimage to in order to state their candidacy. And, Iowa, really? It doesn't make any sense to me. They say Iowa is like, that's the barometer for how you will do in America. So, for those reasons, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on Tom Cotton, but keep your eye on him. He is just as evil as any other candidate for president, whether it's Ron DeSantis or Mike Pence or Trump. The problem and what worries me is that this guy is a lot smarter than Trump and probably has more balls than a Mike Pence. So those two things combined make him dangerous. So, those of you who are out in Arkansas, Amanda Crawford, I'm putting a lot of pressure on Amanda Crawford to handle her Arkansas business. But yeah, galvanize support against this guy. He cannot be our next president, definitely. And we're hoping that it's either Joseph R. Biden or Kamala Harris, one of the two, as our next president. I'll be fine with either. But in the meantime, we have to keep our eyes open and smack down the bullshit and call them out when we see it. And Tom Cotton is another one of those bullshitters that we need to smack down figuratively, not literally. And I have to say that because I'm sure there's at least one troll out there like, look what Brooklyn Dad did. He called for violence against Tom Cotton. No, I didn't. I'm just saying figuratively. Call out his lies and smack down his bullshit. Okay? La la la. Okay, guys, that is the time that I have for today's show. I cannot see my time thing, so I'm wondering, am I still on? Is my show still streaming? Can you guys still see me? I don't know. Did I lose you? Definitely call out all the BS, says Tina G. Chrissy M says yes. Yes. Okay, good. All right. Questions. I got time for this many questions. This many. 2. IT Surf, thank you with the reminder to please don't forget to like. And there's Cha-Cha. Booyah! Cha-Cha, thank you so kindly for the $20 donation. It is very kind of you and generous. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, look at Karen Purdy with a question. BDD, if given 3 wishes, what they be in order and why? Wish number 1. I wish for an infinite number of wishes. Yeah. I make the rules. I make the rules on this hypothetical question because you didn't say I couldn't ask for that. So, infinite number of wishes, and then I would use those infinite wishes to resolve the climate change. That is the most pressing thing, the climate change. Most pressing issue. I would use my next wish to abolish racism, what that would involve is purging that hatred of others from people's hearts. Yeah, those, in my opinion, 2 most things. And my third wish would probably be to cure cancer. My next wish would be to cure Alzheimer's. Maybe in the other way around. I think I despise Alzheimer's more than I do cancer. Yeah. But yeah, I would use my wishes to fix a whole lot of shit that's wrong. Yeah. Oh, and I would abolish hunger. I would make it so that everybody has enough food and renewable energy. Everybody gets free electricity. That was what Nikola Tesla, the brilliant scientist from the early 1900s or late 1800s, that's what he was trying to do, give everybody free electricity. And that's why they killed him. Alaska Cindy says, if a kid refuses to sleep during nap time, are they... She says, if a kid refuses to sleep during nap time, are they guilty of resisting arrest? I love that. That's dad humor, and that's right up my alley. I love that. Thank you, Alaska Cindy. Oh, by the way, if you guys have not seen already, there is a woman on Twitter, goes by the name of Mariana Z, and she's just churning out funny shit. This woman is so funny. I love her tweets. All right, I'm going to do last one. Number 3. BD, this is from Samantha Hawkins. BDD, would you defend your child who did a heinous crime or step away from them knowing you may never see them again? Well, the key thing is your child. Your child. I got to stick with my child no matter what. And if they did a heinous crime, committed a heinous crime, I'm not stepping away from them, but I'm also going to make sure that that they get what's coming to them. You know, I would like to think that I raised my kids better than that, to never commit a heinous crime. But if they did, they know that there's consequences. You know, so I will support them. You know, I'm not going to disown them or abandon them. They're still my child. You know, we don't get to choose. You know, like your children, you're supposed to have unconditional support no matter what. And even, you know, in the face of a heinous crime, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna abandon them. No. But yeah, they definitely need to go to jail or get help. You know, because obviously, if they've committed a heinous crime, some wires are loose up here, and we need to get them help. Okay, guys, that is it. Bonus question is, Chrissy M, do you like the summer heat? Answer is absolutely not. I really don't. I like it when it's 76, 77. No more than 80 degrees. This 90 degree, 95 degree, 98 degree bullshit, I hate it. I really hate it. It's oppressive. I don't like it. Lee Saunders wants to know if I'm back Monday or Wednesday. Most likely, all systems are go for next Wednesday with Scribble My Dibbles as my guest on the show. Okay, so remember to tune in a week from today for a special episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD. And thank you for joining me for today's episode. And remember, please, this is going to be a long absence, the longest time I've been away from you guys since I started doing the show. But yeah, gotta spend time with the dad and with the fam. So in the meantime, until I see you next, please be safe. That Delta variant is no joke. I know, they said don't wear your mask and you're fine and just get vaccinated and you're fine. There's people who've been fully vaccinated and they're catching that Delta variant, okay? So make sure you wear your mask, all right? Wear your gloves. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a wonderful, enjoyable, relaxing, stress-free week. Yeah, week. So as I said, I won't see you Friday. I'm going to see you next Wednesday, hump day. I love you all. Peace. Oh, Marty, thank you for the conversion there. Marty says it's 40 degrees Celsius, aka 104 Fahrenheit in Calgary. Holy shit. That's hot. Freddie Silver, I hear you. You're not happy with the mask, but it's better be safe than be sorry. Hey! Thank you to everyone who has hit that button, that like button. Lee Saunders, I've said this before, I'll say it again. If Trump gets arrested, I'm jumping on immediately. Hey! Woo! Deb B says it's 109 degrees where she is. Damn, that's too hot. Oh no! 113 degrees in Kelowna, BC. This heat is no joke. Dun, 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 dun. The Joe Tough Guy is here. Joe Tough Guy, I haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. The Trump Reaper's boogers are boiling, apparently. Excellent job once again to our wonderful mod squad. Thank you, guys. Yeah. All right. Everybody, make sure you stay hydrated, stay cool. And now it's that time because you need to leave.